here I'm going to share this exercise. This is very useful exercise when you are advanced manifestor, you are more than a manifestor in this field of spirituality on your journey. You know that you do have a lot of experiences. You have handled successfully your cases and a lot of different cases. You do have exposure of such kind of highly advanced spiritual community, and you people are able to anyhow witness these miracles. This exercise is for those people, and what happens is we have to know ourselves very first before we say this to the normal audience, normal community people, that I am a spiritually powerful person, I am a spiritual consultant, or I am psychic, I am spiritual advisor. And this exercise will also help you in understanding your life, because there's so many magical things in this entire universe, and humans are also not an exception for that. So everybody has a different life, and everybody has different skill sets, everybody has different abilities, so everyone is unique. That's the thing that we say. So no spiritual person or no any non-spiritual person can be alike, and that's the reason no rules, no protocols can be same for everybody. Even while doing the spiritual consultancy, everybody's protocol, rituals, methods, everything's gonna be different, because everyone is simply unique, and only spiritually advanced people who have this good knowledge, wisdom, can only understand. And I would highly recommend everybody at least stay away from idiotic spiritual people and negative people. So yeah, now we will identify ourselves, that how we do receive the messages, how you deal with the case. So you are unique, and the way you receive messages, the way you get the communication from the divine, that is also going to be unique. Okay. And before telling anybody that you are spiritual consultant, you must know all these things. And even your life is, of course, continue here onwards, and you gonna be more, like you're gonna jump from standard 10th to the standard 12th, correct? So you must master the standard 10th. Okay. And you have to know this is what you are, and then what happens is next kind of communication, the teachings, the messages, they keep coming to you. And that's the reason only you and you can understand it, not any other spiritual people. Okay. It is possible few spiritual people can understand, because anyhow we are spiritual people, we have this knowledge, but there's always going to be the uniqueness in every individual. Okay, and the true spiritual consultant knows this and they would respect your uniqueness. Okay, so I am also doing this exercise, and I haven't yet started, but yeah, I have certain things. I'm doing few exercises, making few records, and this is one of them, very important. So uh, you're gonna name this exercise as my magical life. Nothing else is a suitable title. Yeah, you're gonna, because as I have clearly mentioned, this is for the advanced spiritual people. Okay, it is more than manifestations. You can understand manifestation is the vast sea, and there are a lot of techniques, a lot of mantras, meditations, but beyond this as well, there exist another couple of seas. Okay, so the advanced people are aware about it, and you must have experienced these things in your journey. So you're gonna write my magical life. Okay, and now let's talk about what things you're gonna note it. You're gonna write about, as you can go back in your life, find it out since when you started getting these experiences. Um, what was the situation when you were a baby? Because I do have a lot of things right when I was baby. So um, anyway, so you're gonna write down as early as possible, as back in the time that you can get the memory, so that you will identify, oh my god, I was knowing things since that time, and it um, introduces yourself to yourself. Okay, and you also going to write down um, dreams. If dreams is something for you, that you do receive messages, because it's different for everybody. Okay, so write down about dreams if it is true for you. Write down about um, how you usually see the things, or how you receive positive things. Okay, how you receive the negative things. um, is there anything that you are able to predict that's going to happen in the future? um, is there anything that you see, that you hear, that you um, feel? How do you receive the communication? What all are the things you need to do, and what all are the things that are automatically done by all the, you know God and the invisibles around you? um, if anything happens, excuse me, next point, you can make notes of it. You can come back to the live, and you can, it's going to be live on our channel after I end this live. Within some time it will be on our channel. You can come back and you can make the notes as well. So when something weird happens, uh, or something really negative happens, how do you get the message? when something very positive is going to happen, how do you get the message? uh, Especially for me, this is true, like when I was not knowing that I am a powerful spiritual soul. I mean, I was knowing it, but I was knowing like I do have already all these things activated within me. uh, well, things happened in order to get your attention to these invisible forces that are all around you. Okay, and next point gonna be um, which are the um, divination tools, resources that helped you, that work especially for you. So note the resources as well, because these are very important by this time. If you have been on this journey, you know, and you must have came across a lot, so do write down the resources that helped you and that really resonate with you. This is the way you work. Okay, these are the teachings or these are the resources that you follow, they work with you. And I did this exercise. I have listed my resources. So what happens is sometimes if we receive any psychic attack, we feel negative or we feel oh my god moments. um, then you won't go here and there, you won't go lost, you won't reach to wrong people, but you would know um, exactly where to reach. And these are the things that you have listed when you are high vibe. So these are the things actually work for you. It's like having a happiness list ready, and you will get the immediate resources that you know which work for you, and you can do it quickly and you can come out of that negative. So making resources is another exercise, but I have done it. It is extremely important. And coming back to this, writing your magical life, what else I want you to write? Uh, how do you receive the messages? How do you get the positive messages? How do you get the negative messages? And how is the regular communication between you and the invisibles is going on? This is very important. This is very different for everybody. So you do check it out. And yeah, you actually going to write down uh, your success stories, how you did it. Okay, because there's going to be a beautiful receiving stage. Okay, in that receiving stage, you receive your desires or receive the beautiful creative forces and you do it. So this will help you in catching your receiving state. Okay, what is the receiving state? Because over the internet you will find a lot of resources, everybody's talking about being in a receiving mode, being in alignment, but you would be able to write a personally things that is just unique for you, because you are unique. You'll be able to write this is how I feel, this is how I think when I am in a receiving mode. Then what events occurred that are significant for you, that will highlight that definitely you are a powerful person. I mean, you are a powerful spiritual person. And I would like to share one of the very beautiful um, event that I actually remembered, and then I thought to share this exercise. Um, when I was with my spiritual mentor, and being spiritual, powerful soul, but before my spiritual awakening, okay, this chapter in my life, that connected me with this knowledge and all my journey of all these years. This was about to begin in my life, okay. And what happened is, I have a terrific connection with the dream. So that's the thing I told you. You would be able to know that how you do receive the messages, how you get the communications, how you get the clues. And now I got to know I have a terrific dream connection. And that time I wasn't knowing. So what happens is, when we do not know, that is big thing, because we are not just confident. And I have experienced this stage a lot, because I was actually very spiritually powerful. I was actually receiving all the messages, but I was not knowing how do I receive. And even today I'm working on this. That's the reason I made this exercise for myself, and I'm honestly sharing it with people. If it is meant for you, it will benefit you, you know so um, if we get anything in our life, we would um, consult expert astrologer or a psychic. So always remember, there is always, you will get somebody who is on the higher levels than you. And this is the provision that God does for you. We are surrounded with the spiritual community that is fantastically done by God. So don't worry about it. But we should understand, and we should work on ourselves, and we should increase our capacity of receiving these kind of messages, receiving the answers of our questions, isn't it? So it's very important for you to know all these things. Yeah. So getting back to my story, um, that time I was not spiritually awakened. I was not knowing, but I was beautifully with my spiritual mentor, and um, that was a dream I saw. And in the dream, I saw, now I'm not going to disclose the dream, but I saw symbolic. Okay, I saw some kind of um, how do we give hints to each other? How do we give clues to each other? You know, that kind of. I mean, I saw um, something that was representing a difficult stage in my life. And in that journey, I saw my spiritual mentor with me. And I saw I am holding his hand, and we both together cross that, the something that was representing symbolically that was representing the difficult stage in my life. And I was very much amazed with this dream. And mostly I used to forget the dreams. But even after waking up, I was clearly able to see and remember. Even today, of course, I'm telling you, I do remember after so many years. And of course, the spiritual mentors are spiritual mentors. um, my spiritual mentor, he was already, sensing few things. So um, he already did a provision, and he already asked me for the frequent visits. Okay, he just said, you just come and we will chit chat, you know, like that. But you come, you know, and yeah, of course. I mean, I used to love that. So I said, yeah, I'll come. And that time, he also allowed me, because these spiritual people, they don't uh, communicate with a lot of people. Today, I also don't communicate with a lot of people, but that time, because he was sensing everything, he told me, I'm allowing only you, and whatever you feel, if you feel anything, um, you can text me anytime, okay? And I will not reply, but you remember this. And I was also very happy because he was my very much beloved spiritual mentor, and what a privilege. He's treating me like VIP. Then I became very happy, and I got this weird dream. And absolutely, if you see the dream, and if you see your best friend in it, of course you're gonna call next day morning and say to your best friend that, hello, I saw you in my dreams. you know in the same way, I was very excited. I was feeling very happy, very privileged that he allowed me. He's treating me like VIP. And I was very much surprised, because usually I used to forget the dreams after I wake up. And this happens to today as well. A few dreams just go. I don't remember them. And this was very sharp, clear, so sharp and clear that I can clearly see and feel, and it's sharp in my memories even today after years. So I texted my spiritual mentor that time, and he got alert. As said, he didn't reply, but already our meetings were fixed. He has already called me to see him more frequently. And when I visited him, I was very happy. I saw you in my dreams. It's happiness when your favorite person comes in your dream. And he was sitting in his, the divine position, and he was also wondering, because he said, I usually don't go to anybody's dreams, so I was knowing all these things that time, but he was already knowing everything, and he was already sensing things. And he got the big message, that some strong communication from God, from divine, is coming here. And he was knowing that this is a girl who's super intellectual, super intelligent, and she is very, spiritually I'm so pure and I'm powerful and whatever. So he was stunned. Excuse me, see how true this is. And then he started picking up more messages, and he he guided me in terms of he gave me the key messages, and that's how, I mean, um, this is one of my strongest uh, you know dreams, and I have so many experiences about dreams, how I get guided in the dreams and everything. This was first one. uh, Actually, this wasn't first one, but this was first one for my this case, for this happening in my life. So yeah, you have to know yourself, and that's the reason you have to note these things down. You have to note, um, you know, even important point is also to note, when do you get to know things. How do you get to know is a different thing, and like you would be able to know that within how much time um, things happen here. I mean, how much time prior you can predict, how strongly intuitive you are. Okay, and yeah, so this is fantastic. Do this exercise if you are uh, advanced spiritual person, more than the beginner and more than the medium level. And yeah, this will really help you, and you would understand how your life is, what life God has given to you, you know and then you would be able to make your own schedule, your own protocol, how to communicate with God. If anything happens, um, how you should deal and not to get panic, and how you receive the help. Okay, I'll share another story, which is related to the worship, and this is not my personal story. I read it in one of the amazing spiritual book. He's my very much favorite author, and he wrote, one of the God's devotee was in trouble, and I think it was like some kind of financial trouble. He was not like psychic, like awakening or having these extra senses activated or something. He was genuine, normal spiritual person who used to worship God and who used to love and trust God. So when this kind of financial troubles came, he sat with God, and he started reciting the religious scriptures, and he did the entire cycle of reading those scriptures that lasted for, I think, 8 days or so. So he did it following all the rules and everything. And then all of a sudden, something occurred. Some person popped up, and the person said, um, this was a money, long time. It was due with us, and there was some kind of business that was done, and this was the money, this was a full profit out of it, and this was due for a long time payment. So I'm here today to release the payment, and that was a lot of money, more than they could think of, more money that they actually asked God for. And there are so many of such stories, I know, and I would love to share a few of these. All right, so everybody should share the success stories with other people, of course good people, so that everybody would get to know how do we get the answers, how do we get the help from God, from our angels, from the universe. And um, it's lovely, even when you get such amazing story and you are somewhere in trouble, you get your path, you feel like, okay, I'll do this, okay, I'll do this, and I will ask God to help me. So you're also showing a path to somebody, and you're also giving them hope, positivity. So this is an amazing thing. Keep sharing your success stories with good people, spread positivity, and do these exercises. I in fact shared two exercises. One is my magical life, that's going to be unique for you, and another one is your own resources. Of course, they're also going to be unique for you. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this, and see you soon in the next one. Till then, of course, your job is keep working. But this time to say bye.